Hey there, it's Kimberly Lucht, and today I want to talk about how to make your day feel a little more sensual. So if you find yourself rushing around throughout the day or doing things kind of like in a robot manner where you don't feel like you get in the flow or get into your body enough, this is really going to help you. So first I want you to roll your shoulders a couple of times before we get into the bulk of this episode, the bulk of this video. I want you to feel into your body, your shoulders, your first half of the body, the top of the head to the pelvic floor. So really kind of feeling around, feeling how the movement of your shoulders kind of gets you a little more juicy inside and gets you feeling a little more sensual just as we begin this journey together, okay? So rolling it a little bit more, maybe even closing the eyes and just taking a moment here to yourself to kind of tune in and drop down into the body, feel a little more grounded maybe than you did before. Breathing in through the nose, exhaling out through the mouth with an audible sigh. Once more, just like that, in through the nose and out through the mouth. And gently opening your eyes when you're ready. You can kind of lean your neck over to the side if you feel like you've got a little crick that you want to sort out. And let's get into it. I want you guys to feel like juiciness and sensuality is a part of your everyday life, even if it's not every single moment of the day. Of course, we have moments where we're typing away and writing emails or writing scripts, I don't know if you're in Hollywood or something, or if you're writing just whatever, right? Like just like constant typing or texting or whatever. These hands are really meant to feel things. And when you're out of your senses, you're out of your sensuality, right? So if you don't feel like you've touched something interesting today, like maybe a crystal like this, wow, like so pokey, so rough, but so beautiful, like really leaning into the senses, whether it's touch, taste, smell, sight, sound, like really leaning into any senses that you have around you, like any stimulation of senses, I would say. And then seeing if you can focus in on maybe just one if you feel like you don't have a sensual practice just yet. Like for example, my word of the year is listen, and I found that it's really lovely to drop into one of the senses instead of trying to pay attention to all five. So closing the eyes can be really lovely to tune into different sensations, right? Maybe touch or taste or sound or smell, just really drinking in one of the senses as much as you can throughout the day. So I feel like that is one of the number one ways to incorporate more sensuality into your day-to-day. And it's also something that can happen in 30 seconds. Like we haven't really necessarily been doing too much just yet as a group, I guess, or as a video cohort, but we have dropped into touch and sensation in our physical bodies, right? With the rolling of the shoulders and closing of the eyes and tuning out the sense of sight to tune into the sense of physical touch and movement and somatic awareness, okay? So my question for you is, what sense can you tap into today that you don't usually tune into? And so maybe you like to walk around with your earbuds in and listen to podcasts or music as you walk around. I'm curious if maybe there's a way to tune into the sense of sound without your AirPods and just listening to maybe birds singing, or even if there's traffic or construction around you, tuning into those sounds instead of tuning it out. Also drinking in like the beautiful sky, if you have like a nice blue sky, or even if you have clouds, like watching the clouds pass by. What sense do you feel like you're going to tune into? Do you have a favorite perfume that you like to smell? Do you have a favorite snack or favorite meal that you'd like to taste in a more sensitive way today? Go ahead and find whatever that one sense could be that you could dial up in this moment in time, and see if there's a way to do something and experiment with that and make it different today, okay? The second thing I want you to think about when it comes to sensuality is your body. So of course, your body is capable of feeling all of the five senses and so much more. There's a lot of energetic capacity that your body has to feel things that might not necessarily be tactile or physical in nature. And so when you come into your day in the mornings, sometimes you are kind of in between dream state and wake state, and that's a really ideal opportunity for you to come back into the body and feel into the somatic and energetic makeup of what's happening right now in your system. And so you can do this throughout the day, but really finding a moment to kind of feel in your body what energetics are showing up. So maybe you have flutters in the stomach, or you have density or heat in the chest, or you feel like your throat is a little closed, or you feel like your third eye is kind of pounding or dense, or your crown's just kind of like locked off for some reason. Tuning into any spot in your body where you feel like there's something to work with, and then diving into that space with your hands or even just with your awareness, tuning into your body as this vessel to receive information in a somatic way that maybe doesn't necessarily have to have a reason behind it. I don't know why my, sacral chakra feels this way, but we don't necessarily need to know why. We just have to kind of drop in and tune into that space with an awareness that's both gentle and compassionate and kind and not judgmental, like, oh, I've been dealing with contraction or tightness in my stomach for X amount of time and I just want it to go away. And this is more about accepting what is happening in this present moment in time, and also falling into this kind of peace with it, right? So instead of resisting and aka persisting the problem or the disturbance or the discomfort, we'll want to drop in and find peace within the body if we can throughout the day. So if there's something coming up for you that you feel a little like nervous about, dropping in, maybe putting a hand on that space or maybe two spaces or whatever is coming up for you, and finding a way to kind of feel into the energy of your body. And that is one of the most beautiful ways to increase sensuality in your day-to-day. And so my question for you in relation to that is, what parts of your body right now feel like they need some love and attention, some TLC, tender loving care, or like the 90s band, like I didn't even know that TLC stood for tender loving care until like, I don't know, maybe I was like 20 when I found that out, and I was like, what? I was just like, no scrubs, what? Like, yes. So if you need to listen to I don't want no scrubs and get like sassy with it, again, that's a great way to tap into your inner sensual self, and anything that gets you kind of in this present state of mind and present state of body, anything like that is going to really help here. So to recap, the two questions that I want you to ask yourself is, what sense out of the five senses do you feel called to explore or experiment with today? And then what parts of your body feel like they need a little more tender loving care, TLC, extra attention, extra love today? Once you have those two things kind of on point and ready to go, pause this video, come back to it, and comment below after you've done those practices and let me know how it went for you. I really hope that this helps. If you love this, you probably love my free masterclass called Abundant Coach. It's all about how to feel time abundant, money abundant, energy abundant. And if that sounds like something you would love, the link to sign up is down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Ciao for now.